Good day everyone, I am Marison Lee C. Lingad from BSCE 2E and I am here with
Hi, and I'm Jennica P. Balajadia.
And I am Mark Angelo Garcia Carpio. Do we really win because we're the strongest? Or because we're the most disciplined? This topic holds a special place in my heart. Sports, especially volleyball, have a big part of my childhood to high school days. And to be able to share it with you guys is like sharing half of my life through different values and stories. This sport has helped me to grow and to always take risks.
Exactly. Sports really help us grow in so many ways. They teach us teamwork, patience, and how to stay focused even when things don't go our way. Every training and every game, they help us to discover more about ourselves, our limits, and how strong we can be. That's why sports are more than just a game. They prepare us for real life situation and shape who we are.
Have you ever wondered what separates people who dreams of success from those actually achieve it? It's not about luck, it's not even talent. Sometimes talent does not even work. For me, I think it's discipline. And where do we learn discipline best? Upon experiencing my elementary and my high school days, I can say that I've experienced and learned discipline best when I joined a sports club. Because when you join a sports club, you're not just holding a ball, you're actually holding a responsibility. And you're not just wearing a jersey, you're actually carrying the weight of commitment. Every early morning training, when your bed feels too comfortable, when the drills leaves you breathless, and every defeat that makes you want to give up, and every victory that makes all the pain worth it, that's discipline at work. But here's the real challenge. Being an athlete and a student, balancing both academics and sports is not easy. You study late at night, then you wake up early in the morning. You manage your deadlines and you are preparing for competitions. And sometimes you sacrifice comfort for growth. And that's the kind of discipline that shapes not only athletes but leaders.
A quick story time. My love for sports or for volleyball was inspired by my mom, who played in the Inter-Barangay League. And watching her compete and train sparked a passion in me. And I knew I wanted to play volleyball someday. As a kid, I used to play passball with friends in our barangay. And although I did not play volleyball in elementary, my heart remained with the sport. So when I entered high school, I joined the volleyball team of St. Nicholas Academy CCEI. Despite the pandemic disrupting our trainings and games, volleyball taught me valuable lessons of discipline, teamwork, and compassion. This sport has become part of who I am, teaching me resilience and the importance of pursuing my passion. Volleyball is more than just a sport to me. It's a story of love and dedication.
And just like Mark, I play volleyball. But volleyball was not my first choice. Back in grade 4, I wanted to join the badminton team. But since we had to buy our own rackets that time and my family could not afford it, I shifted to volleyball, which all I needed was a pair of shoes. And when I joined the team back in grade 4, I was just a reserve player. But when I came up to grade 5, I got to play for the team as a setter. Then grade 6 came up. I got scouted from another school to prepare for the district and regional competition. And it was not easy being away from my family since we had to sleep and train at school. Early in the morning, 4 a.m., we jog, and then 7 to 9 a.m., we have our breakfast, and then we train all day long until 6 p.m. And all those sacrifices teach me resilience and discipline. but in the end, they were all worth it. I even got to represent Pampanga in the regional competition. Then, when high school came up, I was very shy because it was a new school and most of the team members were a lot older than me. But with the help of my teachers, coaches, and classmates, I was able to join the team as the youngest player. Then, we played for 2019 until the pandemic came up. Since all of my team members are a lot older than me, they graduated high school when face-to-face classes are back. And since I was the only one left from the original batch, I was assigned to be the captain ball. I was not just a reserve player anymore, unlike 2019. Then after that, I had to lead 15 teammates. It was very stressful and demanding, but that shaped me into a stronger leader who learned the value of discipline, responsibility, and perseverance.
That's nicely. Hearing that, it makes me remind of my childhood memory, but in a different way. When I was a kid, I liked being active. Oh no, I love being active. So I did try badminton, just like Lee and Mark. But I stopped doing it because I don't want it. I also try archery. But sadly, archery is not for me because when I was a kid, I was so weak. I can't handle the archery correctly. And then I also tried swimming. It's my favorite sport. But I stopped because when I turned a little bit older, my doctor said I have an ear condition that too much water is not allowed, so I stopped. Then, when in high school, I joined dance sport because me and my coach are pretty close and he asked me to join in his team. I love it. We join competitions always. And then when pandemic hits, I stopped doing it because that time I became an academic girly. I joined positions, I started love writing and reading, but even I stopped pursuing all the sport I tried when I was a kid. I still do them right now as my hobbies. They all made who I am today, including my memorable childhood.
After sharing our experiences, we will now move on to the next segment, which we will have three pair of words, and these words are the ones which student athletes find most difficult choosing because those pair of words are the ones who needs to sacrifice the other in order to focus on the other one. Now, let's start with Jenica. Nix.
In sport, there will always be a balance between being selfless and being selfish. Being selfless when you give your time, effort, and energy for the team's success. Selfish when you skip hangouts or personal comforts just to stay committed to the training. Both are sacrifices, but together they build the discipline that keeps you moving forward. At first, people might think that being selfish is wrong. But in reality, being selfish is part of growing. Saying no to distraction, choosing practice over leisure, and protecting your energy are forms of sacrifices too. The challenge here is learning when to be selfless for your team and when to be selfish for your dreams. That balance is what molds you into a true athlete.
The second one is trophy or jersey. We all dream of holding the trophy, but what we're left with us is just the jersey. And that jersey reminds us not only our wins, but also our struggles, our sacrifices, and our growth. To continue my story a while ago, for 3 consecutive years, SNE fought for gold. And for 3 years also, SNE ended with silver. And I was part of it for the first 2 years. It hurt, yes, but those losses reminds us that destiny has its own timing. What matters is we gave our all. We carried our schools with pride. And we kept fighting despite the heartbreak. Yes, trophy represents victory, but jersey represents the journey. And that journey is what makes us stronger. So wear your jersey with pride, because it is not just a cloth, it's a proof of who we are, how far we've come, and how much further we can go.
And now, on to the last pair of words, which are a ball pen or a ball. The ball may represent our passion for the game, the countless practices, the sacrifice, and the victories that makes us who we are. Now, the pen symbolizes our academics, the path that secures our future. And sometimes, life forces us to choose between the two. And the toughest challenge for me did not happen at court or at the classroom. It happened at home. When my grandfather was diagnosed with cancer, he told me every day one thing. Pagbutihin mo ang pag-aaral mong anak dahil wala na kaming yaman na maipamamana sa iyo. And even though it's a simple sentence and it's a simpleng kasabihan lamang, that line hit me hard. Then that's when I realized that I had to choose between continuing sports or pursuing my studies. With the support of my coaches, parents, friends, and classmates, I decided to follow my grandfather's wish. I pursued my studies, I worked hard, and eventually I graduated high school as the valedictorian of our ICT strand in St. Augustine Academy of Pampanga. And that's what I learned. The ball may fade, the trophies and medals may get dusty, but the discipline built by balancing both papers and pen, that will never leave. True discipline is knowing how to balance both, because that's what prepares us not just for games, competitions, quizzes, or exams, but it prepares us for life itself.
It's not just about following rules, it's about building character. It teaches us patience when progress is slow, resilience when setbacks come, and respect for the people we play with and against. In life, just like in sports, talent may start you off, but discipline is what makes you keep moving forward. So if there's one thing to take with you guys, is this. Discipline may outlast talent, outshine pressure, and outwork failure. Carry that value wherever you go, and I'm pretty sure you will go places.
These are more than just games. They're a classroom without walls, where the lessons are more about sweat, teamwork, sacrifice, and consistency. They teach you how to manage your time, respect others, and most importantly, how to respect yourself by showing up even when you're struggling. Because in the end, talent may bring you into the spotlight, but discipline, built by joining a sports club, it will keep you shining. That's why joining a sports club is not just an extracurricular activity. It is an investment for yourself, for your future, and the person you are becoming.
I think Lee is right. Sports are more than just a game. They help us grow, enjoy what we do, and push ourselves a little further every time. For me, sports literally made my childhood memorable, and the lessons it taught me, like teamwork, patience, and having fun along the way, are things I will carry for life.
And to close our message, we want to leave a mark with the quote,
Motivation gets you going.
And focus keeps you steady.
But discipline keeps you growing.